Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing Dead Cells and we're going to be using a build on screen right now actually. This is the build that we are going to be getting in the later stages of the run, but in the early stages we're going to be using the electric whip, thunder shield, and some other stuff, and obviously everything is going to be changeable throughout the run. Now, clearing things off in prisoners' quarters, our main goal in prisoners' quarters is to, first of all, get a lot of money for the later stages, also not losing HP, or lose at least HP as physically possible, get a few scrolls, and choose our path for the end of the game. Now, usually when I choose path, I take ranged weapons to the dilapidated accordion, and since, well, nothing can hurt you and most things are in melee, so you can take point blank pretty early, get some extra damage in, but no, that's not the reason why I go there. If I'm going to be playing red bells or brutality, then I'm probably going to be going with toxic sewers, because there's a lot of enemies that don't really have much HP. Now, for the majority of prisoners' quarters, we just try getting our build and our path. So now we are going to be going toxic sewers here with this much whip build, since it does not do a lot of AoE damage, and enemies here are pretty squishy, and we have a lot of AoE damage just in our weapons and our shield that we got at the beginning. Now we try losing as least last as possible, I guess. Also exploring the area, trying to get as many scrolls and scroll fragments. We don't have actually any scroll fragments. We didn't get any prisoners' quarters, but well, still, a few enemies here and there that are kind of tougher to beat, the elite enemies. And yeah, honestly, the path that we go after this is, I most of the time choose the same path. I choose always the extra path, which is in this case a corrupt prison. Corrupt prison is here just to give us that extra scroll for some extra damage, considering the fact that extra damage we can use it, and it does come from cursed chest. So the gameplay is pretty difficult. We can't get hit a single time. If we do get hit, that's the end of the run, and we have to restart from the beginning. Now, fortunately for us, we did not get hit, I guess, but there were a few close calls. To be more precise, the close calls were against this bird. The bird is kind of annoying to me. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I have to just dodge out of its way most of the time. And picking up that little buff or extra cells is pointless, since we already have everything unlocked, or at least the majority of items are unlocked in this save, I guess. Now we did get rid of the curse, and we are just gonna steamroll through the corrupt prison. It's not much of an important gameplay is left here, since the best gameplay is just the cursed gameplay, because it is the gameplay where you are highly likely to die. Now moving on to our next step. Our next step is going to be the Ramparts. Ramparts are one of the places that I choose, since it has a gateway to the Black Bridge. The Black Bridge being the place where we just kind of go our separate ways onto like the easiest boss to flawless. Now, yes, Concierge is pretty easy to beat, but this area is also pretty good, since it has a lot of squishy enemies clumped up, and we do have a lightning build. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, or else the beheaded is really underrated. I don't think I ever go with this biome unless I have to, and that's after Corrupt Prison, because I get two choices of bosses. Actually, we get to choose between the Insufferable Crypt and the Black Bridge. That's the only. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, or else the beheaded is gonna knock on your door. Anyway, moving on to the video, guys. Anyway, the simple fact that this biome is underrated. I never go this biome. To me, I would say it's underrated. I might be incorrect about it, but it is underrated. The biome itself offers a lot of assistance in your gameplay. I guess the bad thing about it is that it offers a little amount of scrolls, but otherwise it's probably one of the best biomes. Now, the concierge boss fight is pretty simple. We just kind of like dodge away his skills, his moveset, he's pretty easy to beat, so there's not much like going on. Like, I don't think, I can't remember if I flawlessed him or not. I think I did. We did flawless him, actually. We did flawless him, and we do get a free legendary weapon that we upgraded later too. The Gilded Yumi. Now, the Gilded Yumi has been changed since I last played with it, since the last time I played Dead Cells overall was actually a year ago. So, the Gilded Yumi for me has been changed. Well, not a year ago. It wasn't released a year ago or something. I can't remember when it was released. I did play Dead Cells about like 6 months ago. That's when this update dropped, and the Gilded Yumi for me, I don't know what it does, and it was a lot different than it is now. Also, a few mutations changed here and there. I'm not sure exactly of all the changes that happened. A few things did change, and most of the changes did affect my overall gameplay decisions, since I do remember the things how I used to play the game, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't even know how to use nowadays. So that's why my builds are kind of like, I'm doing a lot of old stuff instead of trying out the new weapons, the new build ideas. I'm still liking the old stuff and the things that I used to do when playing this game. Now we do lose a lot of HP in the cavern, though. The cavern was kind of scary, just spooky. We also did find a cursed chest here, so naturally my instinct is always to get the cursed chests. Now I don't die when I'm cursed, but I die when I'm not cursed, which is kind of sad to think about it that way. I rarely die when I'm cursed. Rarely. It's really rare occasions. Like, even if I preemptively or force curse myself with random artifacts that are findable, I still rarely die to curses. I die more to bosses than curses, but that's besides the point. Since the bosses are a little harder than lifting a curse with lifting a curse, but that's kind of not a problem to me, at least. Since enemies are more unpredictable, but bosses are predictable, but yet you still kind of hit a little bit more to bosses than just regular enemies. Besides all of this, Cavern goes pretty smoothly. We don't actually find an upgrade to our weapons as I would like to find the upgrades. We, in the end, had to upgrade into the, what's it called? Infantry bow. No, it's not infantry bow. I can't. Bow and Endless Quiver. We upgraded into Bow and Endless Quiver, and we had a revenge on the giant. Since the last episode we did die them, so we did have a revenge. Yeah, we had a few close calls. I didn't even know he could knock his fist away that long, but still, we did manage to defeat him. And start moving on into our next boss fight, the Hand of the King. Now, as you probably noticed, we are like one hit away from death, and we have to move into the Hand of the King battle, which is where we meet our demise and lose. But since I haven't played for so long and I don't know all the mechanics of this game, I truly think that I could have done a little bit better. Yeah, but that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you here in the next one. Bye.